Have you ever heard of the blackpill mentality? It's a growing internet subculture that promotes a pessimistic view of human relationships and society. Those who adopt a blackpill mentality often become desperate and disillusioned with the world, with some even turning to extreme and harmful behavior. To avoid falling into the trap of blackpill thinking, it's essential to understand what it is and how it works. The blackpill mentality originates from the idea that some individuals cannot achieve success in key areas, such as dating, socializing, and career, due to factors that are entirely outside of their control. In other words, they believe that these aspects of life are determined by genetics, looks, wealth, and social status, rather than effort or skill. While it is true that genetics, looks, wealth, and social status can play a role in one's success, it's not the only factor. Hard work, determination, and perseverance can also make a significant impact in one's life. It's important to remember that success looks different for everyone, and that comparing oneself to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy and hopelessness. The blackpill mentality originated in online forums where members shared their experiences of rejection, ridicule, and failure with others. These stories often involve people feeling hopeless, isolated, and depressed. While it is essential to have a support system and share one's struggles with others, it's crucial to seek out positive and uplifting communities that promote growth and development. It's also important to recognize that rejection and failure are a part of life. Everyone experiences setbacks, but it's how we respond to them that defines us. Instead of giving up or blaming external factors, it's essential to reflect on what we can do differently and work towards improving ourselves. Those who embrace blackpill thinking often have a few things in common. They believe that their looks and social status are the most crucial factors in their success in dating and socializing. They see the world as inherently unfair and believe that success is only attainable for the select few who are born into privilege. They tend to reject personal responsibility and see themselves as victims of a cruel and unforgiving society. It's important to challenge these beliefs and recognize that they are not entirely accurate. While looks and social status can play a role in one's success, they are not the only factors. Personal responsibility and hard work can also make a significant impact on one's life. Blackpill thinking can lead to negative consequences, including depression, isolation, and even extremist beliefs. Those who adopt this mentality can potentially become radicalized and turn to violence as a way of expressing their dissatisfaction with society and others. It's essential to recognize the dangers of blackpill thinking and take steps to avoid falling into this trap. Instead of focusing on external factors that may be out of our control, it's important to focus on what we can control. This includes our mindset, attitude, and actions. By taking personal responsibility and working towards our goals, we can achieve success and live a fulfilling life. One of the ways to avoid becoming blackpilled is to recognize the warning signs. If you find yourself experiencing negative emotions and thoughts, it's crucial to identify them and address them before they become overwhelming. Here are a few warning signs to look out for. The first sign of blackpill thinking is negative thought patterns. If you find yourself habitually thinking that you're unworthy, unlovable, or unattractive, you may be falling into blackpill thinking. It's essential to challenge these thoughts and replace them with more positive and constructive ones. One way to challenge negative thought patterns is to practice gratitude. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on things in your life that you're thankful for, no matter how small they may seem. This can help shift your focus away from the negative thoughts and towards the more positive ones. Another way to challenge negative thought patterns is to engage in activities that boost your self-esteem. This could be anything from exercising to learning a new skill, to volunteering in your community. By doing things that make you feel good about yourself, you can start to break the cycle of negative thinking. Another warning sign of blackpill thinking is social isolation. Those who adhere to this mentality often isolate themselves from others and avoid social interactions. Over time, social isolation can worsen feelings of depression and hopelessness. It's essential to build and nurture real-world connections with people who share common interests and values. One way to combat social isolation is to join groups or clubs that align with your interests. This could be anything from a book club to a hiking group to a volunteer organization. By connecting with others who share your passions, you can build meaningful relationships and feel less alone. Another way to combat social isolation is to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide a safe and supportive space for you to explore your feelings and work through any issues that may be contributing to your social isolation. Finally, online echo chambers are another warning sign of blackpill thinking. Those who fall into blackpill thinking often tend to seek out the like-minded individuals online and avoid exposure to different perspectives and ideas. This behavior can lead to a narrow and distorted view of the world that reinforces negative beliefs and thoughts. One way to avoid online echo chambers is to seek out diverse sources of information. Make an effort to read articles and watch videos from different sources, even those that you might not tend to agree with. By exposing yourself to different perspectives, you can broaden your understanding of the world and challenge your own beliefs. Another way to avoid online echo chambers is to engage in respectful and constructive online discussions. Instead of simply seeking out those who agree with you, try to engage with those who have different opinions in a respectful and constructive manner. By doing so, you can learn from others and expand your own thinking. To avoid becoming blackpilled, it is essential to cultivate a positive mindset. Here are a few practical tips to help you do so. One of the most effective ways to overcome negative thoughts is to challenge them. Identify the negative thoughts you're experiencing and ask yourself if they are genuinely accurate. Replace negative thoughts with more positive and realistic ones. Another way to build a positive mindset is to cultivate gratitude and optimism. Count your blessings and focus on the things that you have, rather than the things that you don't have. Adopt an optimistic outlook on life, and believe that things can get better in the future. Finally, it is essential to embrace personal growth. Focus on developing your skills, knowledge, and talents. Set achievable goals and work to achieve them. Celebrate your success and learn from your failures. Another critical step to avoid becoming blackpilled is to develop healthy relationships with others. Here are a few practical tips to help you achieve this. If you're feeling isolated, start by expanding your social circle. Join groups or clubs that interest you. Volunteer for community events, or attend meetups for people who share your passions. This will help you expand your social circle and meet new people. Effective communication is another crucial aspect of building healthy relationships. Practice active listening. Be open and honest in your conversations, and show empathy towards others. Finally, it is essential to set boundaries and respect others. Learn to say no when you need to, and don't let others take advantage of you. Respect the boundaries of others and allow them to express their opinions and beliefs. Blackpill thinking can be a dangerous and harmful way of thinking that can lead to negative consequences. To avoid becoming blackpilled, recognize warning signs and take steps to develop a positive mindset and healthy relationships. Cultivate gratitude. Embrace personal growth, and communicate effectively with others. By doing so, you can avoid the pitfalls of blackpill thinking and live a more fulfilling and satisfying life.